Wow, this is extremely hilarious. So, a person by the name of Charles Thompson has commented on the Galveston Island Police Department video that I made, where I had the detective on video talking about power of attorney on that property that I was parked on. So, there's a one Charles Thompson who has made a comment that came through just like a few minutes ago, and I'm gonna let you guys see that comment. So basically, in a nutshell, what he said was, in the first part of the comment, was that there's a second part of the video that I failed to show, and he's basically saying that I wasn't being totally truthful about that situation. I didn't lie about anything. I showed exactly what happened in that video. But yes, there was a second part. There was a second video that I had to where the police came back, but the footage had cut off because I didn't have enough memory in my phone. They did come back that same night after they did research and found out that they did have power of attorney over that property. But all those 20 times those officers kept coming out to that property, they had no idea about a power of attorney until I mentioned it to them. So that was something new that they had learned. So don't let that discount the fact that you guys had to get that information from me to find out about a power of attorney. But anyways, so yeah, there was a second video, again, just to make Mr. Thompson feel better, or Detective Thompson rather, feel better. There was a second video to where they did come back, and I went on ahead and left the property because they told me by mouth that they in fact had power of attorney. And the way he verified it was he contacted his dispatch and they relayed that information to him. So of course I was definitely going to check that out. So I went up to the Galveston Island Police Department and went to their receptionist area and asked the lady behind the window if she could verify. I got the address and everything right there at Post Office in 46th Street. If she could verify that the police department did in fact have power of attorney. Initially, she told me no. So right when I was in the process of asking her to print out documents stating that they do not have power of attorney so that the next time cops came over there, I could give those documents to them, all of a sudden the phone rings. The phone rings, she's talking to whoever she's talking to, and then all of a sudden the story changes. Oh, they now have power of attorney. So she indeed told me that they had power of attorney. So I'm like, okay. You know, it is what it is. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to show y'all the video, not the video, but the comment. Here it is. So Charles Thompson is the name of the commenter. Remember, the detective's name was Detective Thompson. So I'm assuming that's who this is. So basically it says, Anthony, I have some questions. 1, where's the second half of this video? And I just explained that. You know the part where the police came back with the power of attorney for the property, explained for the umpteenth time why they were there, and you apologized and left. I don't recall apologizing. I may have, but anyways, where's the director's cut of the action? And then 2, where is the video from about 1 week before this where some of the same officers out here, quote unquote, harassing you came to assist you? The one where someone attempted to rob you while you were sleeping in your car. If we're going to be honest, let's be all the way honest. Thanks. Now, the second one is new to me. I was not aware that someone was about to rob me. I had no clue. And if that was the case, why didn't one of those officers come to me and say, hey, look, this was something that was about to happen. It's not safe for you here. Why didn't anybody inform me of that if that was really the case? So whether that's some BS or not, only God knows. Okay? So this also shows proof that I am being illegally surveillanced and watched, because how did Charles Thompson, or it could be Detective Thompson that made this comment, how did he know that I posted this video to YouTube, and how did he find out about my YouTube channel? Okay? So that goes to show you that these police are definitely watching our videos. So I'd like to ask you, since I've come out and I've revealed everything because I didn't lie about anything. I didn't post the second video. That was just it. I just didn't post it. Again, the footage that I got kind of cut off, so I didn't get the whole thing anyways. But again, that doesn't discount the fact that you guys had no idea about a power of attorney until I brought it up to you. So don't take that away. So anyways, if my life is in some kind of danger, why am I not being briefed? If there's something going on to where I'm, someone's trying to kill me and that's why you guys keep checking on me and looking out for me, don't you think it would be a good idea to let me know that? And then why have you guys been so eager to take away my gun if that was the case? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why are these police wanting me to walk around with no firearm if my life is in danger? There's a lot of questions that I would like to have answered, Detective Thompson, if I'm sure you're going to watch this video. I have been systematically harassed by many members of the community, different police departments, every city that I've been to, and I don't know what's going on and nobody's telling me anything. So all I can do is go off of assumptions and theories. So you talk about being all the way honest. Why don't you come forth and let me know what's going on? Even if I have to have a meeting with someone, if you guys got to talk to me in code, why not let me know exactly what's going on here? Because apparently you guys know something. Because it's not normal to continuously have these police encounters and I'm not a criminal. I go park at churches. I don't hang out at bars. I don't hang out in places that's known to be trouble. I don't hang out with gang members, drug dealers. I am just an average, simple Joe. So if there's something going on with me, don't you think I have the right to know about that? And I had no idea that I was about to get robbed that one week because nobody told me anything. Hell, if you really didn't want me parking there, couldn't you have said, hey, look, someone attempted to rob you. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be there. Or could that have possibly been a setup by police to scare me? Only God knows. I don't know what to think. Sometimes it's hard to tell if the cops are the good guys or the bad guys. And just for the record, I do not hate law enforcement. I don't have anything against law enforcement. I do have something against bad cops and corrupt cops. But I'm not a cop basher or anything of that nature. I actually looked up to law enforcement until I started experiencing this gang stalking stuff, and it appeared to me that they were actually involved in it. I guess maybe the bad cops are involved in it. Who knows? But you talk about truth. I'd like to know the truth of my situation and know what's going on. So if you can give me some insight in some way, shape, fashion, or form, I would highly appreciate it, because this whole thing has made my life a living hell, and I do not deserve to be living like this. I'm too good of a person to live my life the way that I've been living my life these past 5 years. And on top of that, my family are suffering. I don't even care about my suffering. Why are people doing this to my family? That's what I want to know. We are like the nicest people anybody would ever. We are probably the closest thing to Christ anybody could ever know or meet. So I don't understand why people are doing this. So if you can give me some insight, the FBI couldn't help me. Maybe you can help me. I had a meeting with Special Agent Glenn Gregory of the Federal Bureau of Investigation in Houston, Texas. Took me to Intercontinental Airport along with another federal agent. And they interrogated me about another individual who committed a mass shooting in Louisiana some years back. This individual that committed this shooting was going through the same exact situation that I'm going through, and many other Americans are going through. If you look on YouTube, that are complaining about this very thing that I'm speaking of. That FBI agent looked me square in my eyes and said, Anthony, we know that you're not crazy. We know what's going on. There's nothing we can do about it. We have our hands tied. And that was all that agent could tell me. Then he went on to ask me if I pray, if I'm religious, do I believe in God? So Detective Thompson, what's going on? That agent couldn't really give me any more information than what I've just told you. So maybe you can give me some more insight, since you felt the need to comment on my video. So it seems like we're getting somewhere with this. I actually got a cop to be able to speak out a little bit. So if you can help me out, I'd really appreciate it, because I would really like to be able to live a normal life. I don't care about money. I don't care about going after riches. I just want to live a simple life. So, anyways, I'll leave it at that. What else did I want to talk about? You guys be careful, because these individuals are definitely out here trying to set us up heavy these days. I had another encounter with law enforcement last night at that washateria that I didn't even talk about, because I'm just really sick and tired of having all these encounters with law enforcement and people calling the cops on me when people are deliberately being sent to fuck with me, excuse my French. How is that lawful? Tracking an individual, and everywhere he goes, you're dispatching these knuckleheads out to fuck with this person so as to get a reaction and cause them to snap or get angry and then lock them up. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. How is that lawful? You talk about truth, Detective Thomas. Can you give me some insight on that? Why are these knuckleheads being sent out to do this to people that are just trying to live their lives in peace? We all got questions. So, matter of fact, to make you feel better, I will look for that video. If you want me to post that video, if I still have it, I will look for it and I will post it if that'll make you feel better. But you also got to give me some information too. Help me out. Everywhere I'm going, it's like a setup. What is it, like good cops versus bad cops? Is that what this is all about? Y'all got some internal things going on, and then, we're just innocent citizens being caught up in the middle of it. Like a game of chess or something. This stuff is so ridiculous, and I just pray and I forgive each and every one of you. And I pray for your souls. If you've had a hand in doing what you've been doing to a lot of these people, knowing that people are killing themselves, knowing that people are suffering, and you knew about this, I pray that the Father will have mercy on your soul. Because this suffering that we're enduring is only temporary. But those of you that continue to delight in wickedness and have your hand in this evil and did nothing about it and did nothing to help and stood there and watched as we suffered, as we died, as we lost everything, oh man, your suffering will be eternal. Like it says in scripture, whether it be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Talk to y'all later. Detective Thompson, holla.